everyone, and welcome to Stolen Moments, another episode of a great show where we spotlight some of the fabulous musicians in and around Atlanta, the metropolitan area, and all around the world. I am Reva Blue, your host, and you can round of applause for the audience being here today, and thank you for coming by. This is presented by PG Entertainment and Cluster Live, Cluster TV, Cluster Radio. They are just doing so much to recognize all of the wonderful artists here in the ATL. That's right, Atlanta. We're just coming off of the Atlanta Jazz Festival, which was successful. It was more than successful. As a matter of fact, this might have been the biggest jazz festival ever held here in Atlanta, the Atlanta Jazz Festival, because I know personally there were more than 100,000 people in the park. Wow. And it was just so amazing. We got to hear the wonderful Samara Joy sing and do some of those classic jazz standards, and Tony Hightower doing his thing. And if you're not familiar with him, check him out, look him up. And then there was also Stanley Clarke. He was on the show as well. He was out there in the park. Everybody had a wonderful time without any problems, and I am so excited. And thank you, Camille Love, for being a part of it. Of course, you are the lady here in Atlanta who makes it happen for the Atlanta Jazz Festival. We also had the Neighborhood Jazz yesterday. Well, you know, this is kind of dated, but anyway, it was Julie Dexter, and she put on a wonderful show, along with the Rialto Kids who also performed. So now, let's get on with the show. Today's show, we have in the studio, we have Marcella Jones. Yes. Welcome to Stolen Moments. Thank you. A native of North Carolina, North Kakalaki.
Hi, country girl, born and bred.
Yes, and so glad to have you here. And you are a Southern soul singer. You have a lot going on. You're performing here in Atlanta and all around the metropolitan area, and we'll just say around the world.
Pretty much.
Okay, and you're coming here and you're going to perform some songs for us this evening. But just tell our viewers a little bit about you and what you have been doing you've been here in Atlanta since 1996?
1996, yes.
Yes.
I've been here a minute.
Well, you told me you wanted to start out singing the straight ahead jazz.
I started out singing straight ahead jazz. Moved to Atlanta, and that just was not, I don't want to say the norm, but that's just at that time wasn't very profitable. So,
for you.
For me.
Okay.
So I did have to move forward and just learn other genres, which actually was beneficial because I pride myself on being one of very few vocalists who can do cross genres. So I do anything from jazz to country. So yes,
and got to do a little rock and roll in there too.
I do some. Oh, you better know we do some Steely Dan. We do some Steve Perry and Journey. So that's standard on one of our shows. So my band is called Brown Liquor. Can you guess?
Cheers to you and your Brown Liquor, darling. Thank you so much. Yeah.
So yeah. So like I said, been here for a minute. So I got a chance to work with so many wonderful musicians. Actually, Wiz here, I hadn't seen him in years, so I was so happy to reconnect with him.
Yes.
Been on a couple of reality shows. Got a chance.
Yes.
Got a chance to do Married to Medicine.
Married to Medicine.
Yeah, they had an episode.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. Let me just ask you, who were you married to?
I wasn't married to anyone. They were doing a situation where they were at a jazz club.
Okay.
And the coordinator contacted me and said, hey, could you bring your band out? We just need like a 1920s themed jazz band. And I said, I brought them right on out. Not a problem. So you'll see us on that episode 13.
Episode 13.
Season 1.
Married to Medicine.
Married to Medicine. And then from that, I actually met someone who wanted me to work on another reality show called Kim of Queens. And of course, these are older reality shows, but how amazing was it?
I never watched, but you can tell us about what was Kim of Queens
about? Kim of Queens was about a beauty pageant coach for young girls, for toddlers.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
those, you know, I remember that used to be the rage a few years ago. So I got a chance to actually have a cameo on that show. So that was really fun. And so again, just been exposed to so many wonderful things and wonderful people in my years here in Atlanta.
So what do you think of the Southern Soul scene here in Atlanta?
Boy, I tell you. Someone approached me and said, "Hey, Marcella,
Yeah.
I wrote this song, and I want you to sing it. No one else can sing the song but you." And I
Okay.
thought, okay.
All right.
So it was called Good Time. So if you look it up, A Good Time. And he wrote this song for me. And that started me into the whole genre of Southern Soul. Again, I'm always open.
Right, right.
So it was really cool. So that, we did a video for that. And then I was just telling this some people that the story about my second song that I physically wrote called My Lingerie Ain't Cheap.
Okay, so how did that come about? What kind of lingerie?
We're talking about
were you
lingerie.
doing?
So I was having a conversation with my husband.
Uh-huh,
And,
okay.
you know, most of us modern girls now, we're on our phone. So I'm shopping online and I'm just picking out stuff. He wants to spice things up. I'm picking out stuff.
All right, go ahead.
And so when I told him the final bill and give me your credit card, he was like, "Damn, baby, lingerie ain't cheap." I'm like, "No, it's not."
And there.
And he said, "You know what? That sounds like a song." I was like, "You know, you're right." So a few months later, there was a song. I was in the studio recording My Lingerie Ain't Cheap.
Okay, so does your husband get any credit for it?
No.
No writing credit for it? Well,
Other than I mentioned that he, you know, wasn't inspired it, but no, he did not put the bill for the copyright on the song. So no.
okay. So he's very supportive of your
He
career?
is very my goodness, he just bought some new sound equipment today. We just
Did
got
he?
it today, yeah. Very supportive of what I'm doing. And I've been trying to get him on stage for the longest. He's an excellent baritone.
Is he?
Yeah, he sang at our wedding reception.
Oh, wow.
So he's an excellent singer, but he doesn't have that confidence. So I said, well, if you don't feel it, I can't make you.
I think there's a way to influence
I
him.
need to influence him. I'd love to see him on stage.
Put some of that lingerie on.
Lingerie and then some, but that is not working. I've tried. But you know, it's a confidence, and as a performer, you know yourself. It's a confidence thing. You know?
I know, it is.
And I know it's scary, because it does get scary on stage, but if it's just not a passion or drive, you can beg them all day long, and it's not going to fly. So he says he'd much rather stay behind the scenes. He's written a couple other songs for me as well, so he's more of the songwriter type. So
Okay.
I'll keep him right there.
Okay, so right now we're on the rocking chair song.
Rocking chair.
What about the rocking chair song? I know Ruth Brown wrote a song or sings a song called the rocking chair song, and she said that if I'm going to sit on it, I'm just not going to give it away. So how close to you are to those kind of lyrics?
Close enough. Well, I like to say that I am unapologetically me.
That's right. That's a good thing.
I got to think at some point, you know, you get to a certain point in your life, it's like, look, I'm grown.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You grown, I'm grown.
Yeah.
And it's either going to offend you or it's not. And that's okay. You know, I have a motto that I always say, I might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I'm somebody's brown liquor.
Oh, okay.
So I definitely live by that. You know, I know I'm not going to suit and please everybody. You can't. There's no way. But yeah, those that I can, I will.
We were supposed to also have a special guest on the show this evening, known as Uncle E, the funk master of Southern Soul here in Atlanta, all around the USA, and he had an unfortunate accident the other day. He had a tree business, and you know, he cut trees and stuff like that, and unfortunately one of the trees fell on him and he passed away. And tell me a little bit about him, because I only met him on the phone. He said, I sent you the music, and this is the day before his passing. He said, you got all the music and we're ready to roll, and I'm going to be there and I'm going to turn out the show. Tell me a little bit about Uncle E.
I love him.
Tell me about him.
I still love him. Just, Uncle E was amazing. I loved him. I mean, he was a very enthusiastic entertainer, very colorful entertainer. I swear to God, I've gone to shows and I saw him in a blue suit I turned around, came back, and he's in a red suit. I mean, he was consistently changing his outfits. That was just his persona.
Yeah.
He just loved to look fabulous, and I love for him to look fabulous. I met him a few years ago at a cookout, actually, and just fell in love with him. The sweetest, most supportive person I've ever met in my life. I mean, I won't say most, but sometimes you run across people who aren't always supportive of you,
Right.
your vision,
Yes.
or your individuality.
Yes.
A lot of people want you to fit into a box.
Yeah.
Uncle E did not fit in a box.
Right.
He supported you if you didn't fit in the box. He loved that, and I love that about him.
Yeah.
He was like, girl, keep going, keep doing you. And he was just an all-around great guy. So.
And I watched some of his shows on YouTube. Uncle E.
Oh, my
Yes, you can go to YouTube and check out Uncle E
Got it.
and his performances. And his family would come out. He was like, "There's my daughter. There's my son." And he was like, "Yeah." They would be waving, and they were all a part of his performing and his acting, his presentation. And yeah, he was very colorful. I looked at
he
some of
was
the
very
suits. I was like, "Okay, go ahead, get down, Uncle E."
Okay, he inspired me to do the same thing. I'm not gonna lie. He had a tailor that would make the outfits for him. I didn't have a tailor, but you know, I'm shopping because that's what we do. And I saw one outfit, it was shiny. I'm like, well, and Uncle E has inspired me. So I bought it in gold, I bought it in red, I bought it in black. I'm like, I'm gonna do this. So I just loved his energy because, like I said, sometimes we feel like we should fit into a box.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that he encouraged you to just be you.
Yeah.
You know, be authentic.
Yeah.
Be original, and I love that about him.
Yeah, and our drummer, Dwight Smith, he has known him for like 40 years.
Wow, really?
Yeah, so that was a good friend. He was also a good friend
He's
of
awesome.
Dwight.
But you know, did
Yeah.
you know he also played the drums?
I'm learning more about him every day.
His whole family was musical. So his brothers also played musical instrument. I actually have hired one of his brothers who's backed me up on bass and keys. So yeah, they came from a musical family. Just amazing family.
Well, we're not going to waste any more time right about now. We need to hear your voice.
Ooh, my
and you
goodness.
have some wonderful songs that you have chosen to share with us. And also, before we get to that, you have some upcoming events.
I do.
Yeah, well, I
Some
would like
upcoming
everyone to know about
shows.
where you're performing, what you're doing.
Okay.
And there's also a Southern Soul Festival coming up as well.
There is, but I'm also having a White Southern Soul Festival coming up.
Okay, so starting
Okay.
June, there's one June.
I do have a show coming up on June 17th. I'll be at the Painted Pen in Buckhead. It's a bowling alley. So the band actually sits in the middle of the bowling alley. I thought,
Really?
what an interesting concept. But here we are in the middle of the bowling alley just doing our thing. It's an interesting experience. It's an amazing experience. So definitely check out the Painted Pen. We'll also be in Roswell at the Chattahoochee Nature Center doing an outdoor event.
Oh, good.
That's going to be on the 22nd. That's on a Thursday. The 22nd will be there. But all that information, of course, can be found on my website or on Facebook. You can go to Brown Liquor Band. Look for this face. Brown Liquor Band.
What's in the
on
cup?
Facebook, Instagram, or of course, like I said, www.haveyoumetmrsjones.com. All one word, no space. Definitely check us out. Join our social club. We definitely post our upcoming shows. I post interesting facts about the band members. You can also win a free T-shirt.
All
and
right,
of course,
so-
the band's Brown Liquor. I give away shot glasses as well. So check us out.
All right. Well, put your cups up. Cheers. Cheers to you. Cheers to you. And welcome again to Stolen Moments. And we are ready for you to show up and show out. A round of applause for Marcella Jones taking the stage.
Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Right here, guys. my night outside in a barroom. Yes, it did. It was the only love I know. But you rescued me, reaching for the bottom, and brought me back from being too far gone. Oh, baby, you're rescued. Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet, love and wine. You're as as a glass of brandy, baby. Honey, I'll stay strong on your love all the time. Oh, yes, baby. Now I look for love in all the same old places. Yes, it did. Down the bottom of the bottle's always mine. Oh, baby. But when you poured out your heart, you wasted. No, no. Oh, there's nothing like your love to give it up. You're as sweet as love and wine. Yeah. You're as as a glass of brandy. Oh, baby, honey, I'll stay strong on your love. Oh, all the time. Come on, Reggie boy, right here, baby. Woo! Something told me you were so bad, baby. When I saw you and that girl talking, I saw you out there. Something did, oh, when my soul said you gon' cry, girl, yeah. When I saw you and that same girl again, I would rather go blind, baby, than to see you walk away from me. Yeah. Oh, can't you see you like it's over? I don't wanna watch you leave me, baby, no. And most of all, I just don't wanna be free, no. Hey. Oh, that's smooth, yeah. You still don't see the whiskey. You're as sweet as love and wine. You're as my granddaddy's so granddad. Baby, I stay strong on your love. Oh, baby. Oh, that's smooth. Tennessee whiskey, baby. Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Oh, one of them sanctified women. Sunday morning. Hey. She's still in the church, but this is playing before we win. Hey, come on. Woo! Hey. Sexy baby. Good love, daddy. Let me be your rocking chair. Rock the way for me. Let's get it on, baby. Come to me, daddy. Let me be your rocking chair. Rock the way for me. Let you go. Shelter me from more. Hey, hey, hey. Rock me with me, rock me gently. Make me feel like a cloud in the sky. Yeah. With the sun and the heart take away the night. Ooh, sexy baby, good love, daddy. Let me be your rocking chair. Hey, rock the way for me. Let's get it on, baby. Come to me, daddy. Let me be your rocking chair. Rock the way for me.
Hit that note.
Rock me slowly. Daddy, don't you know? Rock me, rock me. Ain't nobody rock me. Rock me the way you do. Rock me slowly. You rock me, rock me. Ooh, say to me, good love, daddy. Let me be your rocking chair. Hey, you rock me with me. Let's get on, baby. Come to me, daddy. Let me be your rocking chair. Rock me with me. Hey, you rock me, rock me, rock me, rock me. Let me be your rocking chair. Rock me with me. You rock me, rock me, rock me, rock me. Let me be your rocking chair.
Yeah.
Merci. So I think we're doing more. Or we
One
can
more.
take a break.
Well, we have one more. One more.
Let's
We
do
love
one more.
it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. Okay. Sure.
See, I knew y'all knew all my stuff. I know I'm old school, right? Okay. Now, if you know it, sing along. If you don't know it, sing along. We've been drinking liquor over here. Let's go be grown about that thing. Come on, get through this here.
Oh yes.
See through my window, watching the sea passes by. And I say to myself, you're such a lucky girl. Hey, to have a man like him. Oh, it's truly a dream come true. 'Cause out of all the girls in Atlanta, Georgia, baby, he belongs to you, and I know he all man, honey. Hey, hey, just my imagination once again, baby, running away with me. Yes. You know it's just my imagination running away with me. Second verse, soon we'll be married and
A cozy little house down in Buckhead. 2 children, maybe not 3. I tell you, can you visualize it all? Yes, you can. This couldn't be a dream, brought to real. It'll see. But it was just my imagination. Once again, baby, running away with me. It was just my imagination, running away with me. Reggie, right here. Give me a solo right here, bro. Come on, take it out. Woo!
Thank you.
I'll take it way back. Tonight is the night that you make me a woman. Hey, you said you'd be gentle with me, and I hope you don't know I'm wrong. 'Cause I'm nervous and I'm trembling. I'm waiting for you to walk in. My heart to relax, but I just can't kiss to you. Hey, 'cause I love him and I know it. I ain't too proud to show it. 'Cause I love him and I know it. I ain't too proud to show it. 'Cause I love him and I know it. I ain't too proud to show it. 'Cause I love him and I know it. I ain't too proud. Hey, hey, good love. Good love. One more time. Good love. Watch me. It was just my imagination running away with me. Yeah. It was just my imagination running away with me. Yeah. Oh, it was just my imagination running away with me. It was just my imagination running away with me.
That's Marcella Jones. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Now, Marcella, again, where are you going to be performing so that everyone can find out where you're going to be next? You're going to be a part of the Southern Soul Extravaganza, the festival coming up. And-
Well, yes, I will. Like I said, June, what is it? 17th, I'll be at Buckhead Painted Pen.
Yeah.
July 15th, I have my own. I'm sponsoring my own all-white Southern Soul show.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be in downtown Lithonia.
Okay.
Again on the Yeah.
That date. The website.
Yeah, the website.
The www. Have you met Mrs. Jones? Have you met Mrs. Jones.com to find out more information. So I know we met first at Blind Willie's, correct? And I said, you know what? This lady has a voice. And as you heard her this evening on Stolen Moments, a wonderful sound, wonderful voice. Thank you so much. Another round of applause for myself. Thank you. Ben. Reggie, I want to talk to Reggie about this tour that you just came on. Huh? Yeah, well, she was sweating her life away. All right, so I'm going to go back over there and sit down, and then I'm going to bring Reggie over. Reggie Ward. Reggie Ward, come on over here. Come on over here, Reggie Ward. Come on, Reggie Ward. Reggie Ward has been. All right, Reggie
Yes,
Ward.
ma'am.
That
Yes,
we
ma'am.
really enjoyed that.
Thank you very
so
much.
much. As our music director
Well,
here,
thank
who became an MIA. So, okay,
Put it
you've
there.
been missing in action lately because
Yeah.
you've been really busy on the road, and
Yes.
with one of the greatest trombonists,
Trombonists, yeah.
the Fred Wesley,
Fred Wesley.
who we know who played with James Brown
James
for some.
Parliament. He also arranged the horns for SOS first album. Check
Okay,
this out.
okay,
A lot of arranging. He writes a lot and arranges a lot for a lot of different groups.
okay.
Talented guy.
All right. So, how was the road? How was the road? How did
On the
everything
road
go?
is always nice, but it's rough
Yeah.
because it's a lot of moving. You're not sleeping well.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting up, going to the next city. And you eat. You eat. I mean, but it's still.
It's not your home
you know,
cooking.
yeah, but it's just it's work.
Yeah.
People look at it and say, "Oh, y'all just going over here and you're going over there." You see, you see things, you see the world, but it's a sacrifice because you leave your family, and it's just hard on you.
Okay. So where did you go? Where were you?
Well, the first place we went was Prague. That's the Czech Republic.
Okay.
Prague is some other name, Bruno. I can't pronounce it.
That's okay.
But I know Prague. and then we did. We went to London, and then we did Manchester, England.
Okay.
I got to remember now.
Well, tell me about the audience in the UK. Tell me
eat
about
you
the
up.
audience.
Most audiences in Europe, Japan, other countries, they
Yeah.
just love American black music,
Right.
and they're not ashamed to show it.
Show it and
they're
express how they
emotional and
feel.
passionate. Yes.
They don't need to be encouraged.
No.
to get up and dance.
But anything you do, because they understand being up there,
Right.
it takes a lot,
Right.
and they appreciate it. And
Okay. And now that you are, so are you going back on the road with Fred Wesley anytime soon?
the next one is June 21st.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
July's, I don't know, the first part, maybe the 8th, and then we go back the latter part of July to August. And there's some other stuff coming too.
Okay. You've been with SOS Band for how many years?
I've been with SOS when they were Santa Monica, before they became SOS.
Oh, okay.
People from Atlanta, the Regal Room, Camilton Road,
Tell us about
where a
it.
lot of the groups were born. Camilton, Brick was right down the street at
Correct. Reggie. I remember Reggie. Reggie with Brick.
Yeah,
He
Reggie
started.
guitarist.
Yes.
Jimmy Brown on sax. Jimmy, matter of fact, Jimmy is the only player now. Brick, Wiz played with him
Okay.
for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also is a member of SOS, and Dwight played with SOS,
Okay.
and Engelbert Humperdinck, Peebo Bryson. all these
Engelbert
guys
Humperdinck.
been out there.
Oh, get down. Go ahead, get
Yeah,
down.
so-
Yeah. So we have some real all stars here
yeah,
on the
yeah.
stage
There's a lot of
performing.
guys around Atlanta that's you unheard of, but have been on the big stages and done a lot of
So
exceptional work.
where are you from?
I'm from Albany, Georgia.
Albany, Georgia. So what was it like growing up in Albany, Georgia, and becoming a guitarist?
Well, at the time, Albany was a music city. It was the reason being it was a lot of military bases. Yeah, Turner Field was the largest Air Force base at that time. You had the Marine Corps Supply Center, you had the Navy bases. So they provided a nightlife, and what would happen? Musicians going to Florida would stop into Albany because it's going down that way.
Right.
And we got a chance to be around them and to learn, things that we didn't know because we were young. We were just starting out, and so we learned a lot. But it was a happening city then.
Yeah.
But then, as time went on, they made it a working man city. Implemented a blue law,
Okay.
which is just for not necessarily a nightlife, but working people.
Working class.
So it's nothing like it was. So I
Okay.
had to leave and I came here. Well, I went to the Navy first,
Oh, did you? Okay.
and then.
And were you working as a musician in the Navy?
No, I was a machinist mate down in the hole, down in the engine room.
A machinist.
The machinist mate, the engines and the boilers and all that.
Okay.
That's where I worked.
And how did you find that experience?
How did I find it
Yes,
to be?
yeah.
Well, the Navy to me, being young and coming from a little country town, what it showed me
Yeah.
things I didn't know existed. The
Right.
world,
Yeah.
So it was good. It was a job, but I enjoyed the benefits of seeing things that I didn't know existed, countries and people.
So did you ever think that you'd be on stage with the SOS
No,
band or
no.
Fred Wesley? And so just tell us just a little bit about how did your career begin?
Well, I played in bands from a child. My mom had us in bands, my brother and me. I played clarinet
Clarinet.
in school, all through school. And then I got on guitar. And then being in Albany, there's not a lot of players, so I learned fast because I had some musical expertise by going to school. So I learned.
Okay.
The only thing was my fingers getting used to doing that part. But once I got that down, I was able to play basic stuff. So guys would come through the city, not with a full band, but singers at that time would come through the city with a band leader, say a drummer, and they would hire a band. And I was always in the mix because I could play pretty good and learn pretty fast. Then I started playing, and then one thing led to another. I started traveling, and you know, once you, I guess, create a reputation for yourself,
Right.
your name kind of travels through the musical community because music, you know, musicians travel here, they travel there. So if you know
Right.
somebody and they're traveling, your name starts spreading.
Uh-huh.
And I tried to always be on time and do things that I figured would be, you know, rewarding for me. Being on
Right.
time, dressing, and whatever it took to do the job. And I guess people liked it, so I always had a chance to do good work and get in good situations.
So what guitarists influenced you as you were coming up and doing your
a lot
thing?
of them. I don't have one particular guitarist. George Benson, Wes
right.
Montgomery,
Okay.
Jimi Hendrix, a lot of them.
Right.
Because they all provide different styles.
Right.
And I was always a guy that wanted to know a lot about all of it, not just one particular thing. But funk was in us anyway. I mean, like that was kind of natural.
Okay.
But
Okay, so besides being here on Stolen Moments, the TV show, do you have any regular gigs during the week that you work
yeah,
at?
because it's a hustle, always a hustle. You gotta always work. I mean, but you know, they know music is a seasonal thing. Like the road don't last.
Yeah.
I mean, summertime when it gets cold, ain't nothing happening. So you have to come back
You
to
got
town.
cigar bars
Yeah.
going on. Was it
But
a cigar bar?
but-
Wait a minute. Was it a cigar bar where I came and sat in with you and did a couple of songs?
My president knows. I can't think of the name, but it's a cigar bar.
Yeah, it's still a
I
cigar
did
bar.
those. I
Okay.
done all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
During the COVID, when everything, you know, they stopped music.
Yeah, they
It was the
did.
first time in my life we panicked. We can't play. You know what I mean? Think about that. That was our live. That's all we knew.
That's
We
all.
couldn't
That's
play.
true. That's true.
So everybody kind of had a little panic thing on.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And but what happened? I started doing nursing homes, just solo playing
Oh,
with
okay.
tracks.
Okay.
Then I got it was a gig on Buford, Georgia, called Over the Top Burger, and they hired us. It was 2020, near June of 2020, when everything was really bad. But it was a club. They wanted a band, you know, in that side of town. They didn't really believe nothing anyway.
Right.
You
Okay.
understand what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're
I
saying.
don't have to say anything. There ain't no mask or nothing. So we
No-
started, and
no
I used
mask
to
or
be
nothing.
paranoid. I used to be paranoid.
As Marcella said, this is my microphone.
so-
Because, you know, COVID's still around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we played there, and we still there every Sunday from 11 to 3.
Okay.
And other gigs come up. You know, Wiz and I do some stuff. Georgia Tech, Dwight. There's always some gigs locally. There's
Yeah.
always something. So
Okay. All
that
right.
keeps you going till the road comes back.
Until-
or if
yeah.
you're lucky enough to get a record deal or something.
Okay.
Which is definitely harder now because of the streaming stuff. I mean,
Well,
so-
that's a whole nother issue in itself.
I know
with
you know
dealing
more
with
about it 'cause
the
that's what you do,
streaming
so
and
you don't make
playing
no
music on
money.
the radio and you know, streaming, and you want. But see, I want for the musicians to be able to make money and sell their
Yeah, of
CDs
course,
and
yeah.
and stop all this streaming and people. It's almost like people are stealing, taking your music in a
is.
way,
That's
and not paying for it, because it's like you get the show first and then maybe you might pay for it later.
Right.
kind of like public radio. Oh, here is an announcement for public radio. Become a member of 91.9 FM WCLK and donate and keep jazz alive. Go to WCLK.com. And when we get back to music and recorded music, so that, I mean, I would not be a radio announcer if it wasn't for the musicians who played the music. So we thank you.
And you do a hell of a job, and we love what you do.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, Reggie Ward. So you're going to share a couple of tunes that you have been playing with Fred Wesley,
Yeah,
and we want you to go ahead.
What want to talk about? Good time.
Okay.
Yeah.
We love to hear it right now.
Thank
Another
you.
round. Thank you, darling. Thank you so much, Reggie Ward, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me have that for you all. Come on.
All right now.
Yeah, that's all right. This is good.
Okay.
One of James Brown, Fred Wesley. I know.
That's my dad's brother.
And before they get started, I just want to thank everyone for being here and joining us for Stolen Moments. Every Sunday we are here beginning at 8 p.m. Next week we have the fabulous Tony Bird, and she is singing a tribute to Natalie Cole. And you want to be a part of it. She has an upcoming event presented by the Unity Jazz Foundation. And she is performing the music of Natalie Cole with a full orchestra. And just all you have to go is to find out more information from unityjazzfoundation.com. And we'll see you at the show.
Yeah.
Yeah?
1, 2, 3,
They could hear me break that last comment. Like, look at my biceps, man. Gosh.
Okay.
What do you do by West Montgomery?
Road song. I don't know if everybody knows.
Here we go. Thank you. So y'all want to hear me back? If y'all don't want me back, I'll sit back down. And I'll keep drinking. I've been drinking. I've been drinking. Can't keep my mind off you, daddy, daddy. I want you. I'm happily married. This is just a show. Just a show. I ain't taking no man's man home. I got one at home already.
7 days, on the 7th month, 7 doctors said you was born for good luck. This you will see. Got $700 and you better not go back with me. Everybody knows the heart. Say I'm your who and you know what you want more. Oh, I won't know now. Come on, baby, right here. Did y'all know about the other shit? Or the, where my sunglasses at night?